Pause the video now, have a go at the question, and press play when you're ready for the solution.
Right, so in part A, we've been asked to write down what the modal class is. So these things here, 0 to 4, 4 to 8, 8 to 12, 12 to 16, sometimes they're called classes, sometimes they're called intervals. The modal class just means the one with the most things in it. So you can see there's 6 in the first one, 7 in the second one, and 7 is the highest frequency. So that is the modal class. So the modal class is 4 is less than or equal to 2 is less than 8.
Okay, so in the second part of the question, we're asked to find which interval the median lies in. So to find the median, it's the halfway point, right? So what we're going to do is we're going to add up all these frequencies. So 6 plus 7 plus 5 plus 2 is 20. Okay, so we then know that it's going to be halfway. So what we're going to do is we're going to add 1 to that and then divide it by 2. Okay, so 21 divided by 2 is 10.5. So we know it's the 10.5 person as such. Okay, so we have to figure out where this person lies, so which interval they fall under. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to make like a cumulative frequency column. So here we have 6 people. Then by this point we're going to have 6 plus 7, which is 13 people. 5 plus 13 is 18 people. 18 plus 2 is 20 people. Okay, so you can see that the 10.5 person is going to lie in this second interval here, right? Because by this point you've only had 6 people, but by here you've got between 7 to 13 people, which is 10.5. So the median lies in the interval between 4 and 8. Okay, so in the final part of the question, we're asked to find an estimate for the mean time taken by a student to complete a Rubik's Cube, and that's in minutes. So I'm going to explain the context of the problem a little bit. So here you can see that we've got the time in minutes. So you've got in the first row, the time takes between 0 to 4 minutes, then 4 to 8 minutes, 8 to 12 minutes, and 12 to 16 minutes. And then in the column next to it, we have the frequency. So 6 people take this long, 7 people take this long, 5 this long, 2 this long. But the problem is, and this is where the estimate comes in, we don't know if these 6 people took 1 minute, 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 3.5 minutes. They could lie anywhere between this interval. So this is our group, the problem with group data. So what we're going to do is we're going to assume that these 6 people took 2 minutes, which is the midpoint between 0 and 4. Okay, so we're going to introduce a new column called midpoints. Okay, so the midpoint between 0 and 4 is 2. The midpoint between 4 and 8 is 6. The midpoint between 8 and 12 is 10. And the midpoint between 12 and 16 is 14. So, like I said before, we're going to assume those 6 people took 2 minutes, those 7 people took 6 minutes each, those 5 people took 10 minutes each, and those 2 people took 14 minutes each. And then what we're going to do is, we're going to multiply this midpoint by the frequency, because 6 people took 2 minutes, so 6 people took 2 minutes, that's a total of 12 minutes altogether. Okay, and the same here, so that's going to be 7 times 6, which is 42 minutes in total, then 5 times 10, which is 50 minutes in total. We then have 2 times 14, which is 28 minutes in total. And I'm just going to label this column as frequency times by the midpoint. Okay. Now, if we add all of these values up together, we'll have the total time in minutes taken by all of the students. Okay, so let's add these up. So we've got 12, 52, 54, 104, 124 plus 8 is 132. Okay, so that's 132 minutes in total. And then to find the mean, we need to divide it by the total number of students. So here you've got, I think Matt said it in the last one, I think it's 20 students, so 6 plus 7 is 13, 18, 20. So we have 20 students in total. So we just do 132 divided by 20, and that is going to be 132 divided by 20. I can't believe I just typed that into a calculator. So that's 6.6 minutes. So the mean time taken by the students is 6.6 minutes. Oh, another thing to mention as well is a common mistake at this point here is instead of dividing by the total number of students, what people do is they'll see that there's 4 rows in the table and they'll just do 132 divided by 4. Do not do this. Always divide by the total frequency.